Hello, welcome to Miemie's Keepsakes and welcome to the first day of Dephemerember 2023. I am Marnell and I am very happy that you joined me today. I am a little nervous because I am trying to do a grungy journal this year with all my ephemera. Last year I just did the ephemera and didn't do a journal. So let's see how far I get with that this year. I have been saying I want to do a grungy journal for the longest time, and I think this is the perfect opportunity for that. So the prompts for today is butterflies and two torn things. I have this kit that I bought on Etsy. It's fussy cut butterflies and it's digital fables, and I haven't fussy cut it yet because I want to make an oversized journaling card, and so I did measure my file. I'm going to use a file folder as well, and I think this would be a nice big card that would cover almost all of my page, and for that I think I do need a bigger butterfly, so that one can work, and even that one. This one unfortunately is too big unless I do it this way, but then it would be, yeah, that won't work. It is a beautiful kit. I think this one's just too small. I don't want to say, but I think there's 18 pages of butterflies, so you'll get in all different sizes and shapes. As you can see, that one unfortunately is too small as well. Unless I make my card a little smaller. Anyway, usually you do want smaller, and I just want something bigger today. Maybe those. That one might work. So as you can see, you get a lot of butterflies. I don't even think I printed all of them. I just need to decide on a butterfly. Oh, there's more, but these aren't big enough anyway. I also printed these labels from Junk Journal Studio. Not sure if I'll use them, but I don't have any labels at the moment, so I thought I'll do that. So let's decide on a butterfly first. Just going to roughly cut around them to see how much of my journaling card they'll cover, because I do want them to be the focal point. And if I use the brown, I can add any color with it, you know. Those two are all are the same. I don't want to fussy cut them and take up time just because I can't decide which butterfly to pick. So let's see. I can always cut those long ends off. This one might be something different as well. Okay, but it seems like all of them are fairly neutral. Ones that were big enough. So this might be one. It's just a different shape than just this. This one's too small. Let's just narrow it down. I am kind of wanting to go with this one. Let's do that. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is I need to color my background because it's all very, very white. And let's do fossilized amber in distress ink. I find that oxide kind of gives a more matte finish, so I'll just add some of them in there. And let's go for a crazy green that I normally won't use. Just looking through my inks for maybe another green. So let's use this one. I don't know why green, but let's just do it. And as I say, I am not an expert on this stuff at all. So let's see if I can figure any of this out. I had water here for sure, and I'm using my glass mat, and I'm just going to try to create a background. Let's just do both sides, because if I'm writing on the back, I might as well cover the back as well. Not a lot on the back, but it's all good. Okay, so I've dried the background paper, and now I'm thinking I am going to use this butterfly, but it is a little bit bright for me with this butterfly, the background. So we'll need to maybe tone it down a little bit. I'm going to cut the butterfly out so I can see how it looks on this background. I don't know if this is actually a moth or if it's a butterfly. Yeah, so this kit has a lot of different sizes, different colors, and the one I didn't even show you all the pages, I think. Definitely, if you're looking for fussy cuts, it's a good option. Almost done. Okay. Yeah, so it is a little bright, I think, and maybe, don't know if I should make my card a little smaller, but we'll see. I'm going to add some gesso just to tone it down a little bit. So this is just it's just an acrylic gesso, and you can use any brand. I think I bought this one at Walmart, not sure, don't want to lie. I usually get the gesso from Walmart because it's a fairly good price. I have a hair or something in my gesso. Just put that in the garbage before I have everything covered in gesso. And on the back, let's just add a little bit on here because I already got some on here. And then I'll clean up, and I think the gesso might react to the inks, I'm not sure. Okay, I need to clean up and then and maybe dry this and come back. Okay, so let's start. I want to glue some papers on here and then rip it off again. I have tried that before and it can't say that I've been very successful. So let's see what we can do today. And if you have any tips on how to do this better, then please let me know, because I really like the effect, but like I said, I haven't been successful in doing this. So the idea is to glue your paper. I have different papers on to your background paper, and then rip it off, and it will just leave pieces there, not the whole piece. So let's see what we can do. I'm not sure if I want to add the red in there. Maybe I will use some of the red and then just add. Okay, we're just gonna play and see how far we get with this. Okay, so I've glued it on, and I glued this on the wrong way, but it's 2 pages of red. But okay, then it kind of make it easy for me if I didn't want the red in there now. Okay, so let's start. See, this one didn't even glue on there. Maybe it's the gesso. Okay, so let's see. And it's not dry enough. Okay, so let's just dry it quickly with my heat tool. See if I can get the glue to dry a little faster. Let's see if that helped at all. Oh yeah, it did. Okay, maybe heat is my answer, because before I just let it dry, and you kind of have to rip it off fast to get that torn effect. Sorry, my cat is here and she wants to complain. I don't know why she's complaining today, but nothing seems to keep her happy today. That. So, okay, there's a little bit of glue left. Okay, then I want my butterfly something like this, and then so I only have one torn thing on here, but at this point I have this fabric, and I was thinking if I tear it up it might not be as busy. Let's see. And then that's a torn image as well, or something torn. Okay. And I have this paper that was from a dye batch. I crumbled it up before I dyed it to see how that would work. That is definitely torn. Okay. And I have this. This is just packaging. Am I losing my butterfly now? I'm feeling like the butterfly needs something. I don't know what. Okay. I have some. Maybe if I give it a gold edge. This is Prima's metallic wax vintage gold. Maybe that will help to just, and otherwise maybe my background is too busy. Yeah, I know. I'm wondering if I should maybe add something, just a different color introduced in here so that it's showing up a little bit better. Like this one more. Okay, so let's glue this stuff down. I'm going to, now then I have my 3 torn edges, and then I can work maybe a little bit more. Okay. And I'm going to spread the fabric tack a little bit because this fabric is older and I think the glue might just bleed through. Okay. Fabric tack. I have myself in a big fat mess here. It's just incredible. Okay. I don't want it to be flat, so I do want it to be crinkled up there in the back. Okay, and then this stuff, I have no idea how to glue this. Let's maybe try the art glitter glue. Because I'm thinking this stuff will probably eat up the glue stick because it's so textured. And it kind of loses its texture once you glue it. Which is a pity. Okay. And then my butterfly will go on here. Something like that. Maybe I'll glue this down with the art glitter glue as well. Just because it's gonna sit on some fairly textured pieces of paper. Okay, then my butterfly will go on there, but then I think I'll sew around it for sure. I have this. I'm wondering if I should this is a textured paste transparent gloss, and I'm wondering if I should add some of that on here. And maybe white would have been nice, but I cleaned my craft room and I don't know what I did with my textured paste. But okay, let's try the transparent gloss. I just bought it and I've never used it, so let's see. And again, this would have to dry. That's the only thing about the mixed media things. Everything needs to dry in between. Okay. Let's put some here, kind of on that fabric as well, and a little bit on the red. And maybe I'll just add a dab here in this corner and a little bit here. Okay, so now I have to go clean my stencil and my, okay, if I can close this, my stencil and my spatula as well as the glass mat, and dry this again, and then I'll come back. So I have some of the glaze are dry, and I don't know, yes, you can see some of it on the video, and some parts of it is still wet, but I can't. Been trying to dry it for a half an hour and I'm still, yeah, it's taking too long, so we're gonna move on. So maybe next time I won't put it as thick. I just want to get some of the, I'm using Vintage Photo Distress Oxides, and I just want to get some of this in here. I probably could also use water paints. I just want to get it in the crevices there of my stencil. Don't know if you can see, but I do want it to kind of run down as well, and maybe not all of it, but just some of it, to just emphasize that, because it is a like a, what do you call it, not see-through, I can't get on the word now, but you can't see it. So this would just, as you can see, just because the ink sits on the paper in between, it just kind of brings out that stencil a little bit, and that's what I want. And like I say, maybe a watercolor paint would have worked easier, but I feel like I already have my craft room here on the table next to me with all kinds of mediums and things. I suppose that's fun, but I have to clean all of this up after again. Grungy is definitely a little bit more work than what I normally do. Okay. I think that's enough. This one didn't run as well as I wanted it to. Okay. So I'll have to quickly dry that again. So the next thing I want to do is maybe just do a little something with my butterfly. It just feels like my butterfly is kind of disappearing on my background. I want to just use some of my glazes. I have, what do I have here? Embossing glaze tattered rose. And then there's this one, hickory black. And I also brought this one, speckled egg. So let's see if I can just spice my butterfly up a little bit. I don't know if it'll work. So let's see. I was thinking if I make this more black. Just some of it maybe. And this is just a Versamark marker. I think Tim Holtz has a embossing pen as well, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so we'll put the black glaze on there. Okay. Probably need to heat this first again. So let's see if I add some of this, what was there I say, tattered rose on here. Let's add a little bit there on the body, and maybe just, I'm not sure how this will look. I just feel like this butterfly of mine is very dull and dreary, and it doesn't show up well enough behind my very busy background. And maybe I shouldn't have done the background that busy, who knows. This is all an experiment to me, honestly. Okay, then I'm gonna be lazy and maybe just add some of the blue in here and heat it all at once, and let's see how, if that works or not. And this one I said a speckled egg. This might be a total disaster because I didn't heat the rose color yet, but it is taking too long. Okay, let's see how that works. Okay. And so the glazes aren't as a definite color as the embossing powders are. It's almost just a see-through color. So let's see. So thinking, let's add some of the blue, just little stripes in here, kind of on that veins. And a speckled egg. Okay, that gives it a little bit more interest, I think. And so we'll have that there, and I'm wondering if I should add just maybe something behind my butterfly, just to make it stand out a little bit more. This would cover, I actually need something like vellum or something like that, I think, because then I'm not covering everything in the background already. Let's tear some of that off, maybe a little bit of that too, and there, just okay, I think that's standing out a bit more. Just need to get rid of all the powder from the, okay, and then let's just get some ink on here, and this one is tea dye. Okay, I have some labels here that I thought I can add in, just again for extra interest. Get rid of my water. I have some vintage stamps here. Don't think I'm gonna add the blue, maybe it's just the green. And there's some orange. The orange might be too bright as well. Let's see if I have anything maybe red. There's another red one in here. That one's too orange, I think. Okay, and maybe some green as well. Okay, let me glue stuff down. Glue. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to sew around my the edges of my journaling card. This is very textural, so my things, I'm using art glitter glue to hopefully get everything glued down. Okay. I want that one on top, so let's glue this. Down. Also with art glitter glue, because of the texture. That's the only reason. It's actually a very thin and brittle piece of paper. This one I want in between there. Let's get that in there quickly before the art glitter glue dries, because it dries fast. Okay. I am thinking I have and this one has to go on top here. When it's colder, the art glitter glue kind of takes forever to go down the bottle, so you can start gluing. Okay, so I have some letters here that I thought I'll just stamp in the background. Don't know where I got this stamp. It doesn't really matter what it says. I do like this because I'm just going to kind of just push it down just in here on the backgrounds where it's, so I don't want a definite stamp, maybe just want some interest here. It just looks and in here. Okay. It's not great, but it's gonna do. Maybe it's the stamp set too, because I don't know. Anyway, I will put this away later. This is taking forever. Okay. Let's see if I can find something that I am actually semi-satisfied with. I wish I I do like that. I know it's very I should have maybe stamped it closer to the edge, but okay. Yeah, let's do that. Still hasn't dried, which is weird for art glitter glue. Okay, so then I have my my butterfly. Maybe the butterfly should go that way. Okay, I'm gonna do that and then just sew around the edges and then call it done, because I think I can be sitting here all day, keep changing, because this is totally out of my comfort zone, and just keep adding and keep playing and experimenting. Okay, we'll put the butterfly this way because then I feel it kind of fills up that corner. And I think maybe it's this glaze as well that makes the butterfly not want to stick. So here is my finished journaling card. I did some messy stitching just around, and that would conclude the first day of Dephemerember, hosted by Luise and Barbara from 49 Dragonflies. And the prompt was butterfly and 3 torn things. I have a butterfly. I'm thinking now maybe I should have picked like a blue or more colorful butterfly so it would stand out more. But that's how you learn these things. I do like the total effect of it, but I do feel like my butterfly is just kind of getting lost in my background. But like I say, lesson learned, next time. So thank you for watching today. I really appreciate your support, and go watch all the other participants that should have videos up by now. It's hashtag Dephemerember 2023. If you want to go look for all the other participants. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll see you again tomorrow with another prompt. The prompt for tomorrow is salvaged birds. Oh my goodness, what am I going to do? I'm going to have to clean up my desk first, and it might take me about an hour to put all the things away that I have here at my recording desk back into my craft room. Anyway, it's all fun, and I am just learning how to use all these mediums. So thank you very much for joining, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye.